Next, let's discuss dishonor of negotiable instrument. So, what we mean by the dishonor? Dishonor means not honoring one's obligation, not to perform. That means not honoring, not performing one's obligation is known as the dishonor. So, on dishonor of instrument, the holder must give a notice of dishonor to all the previous parties that I am not going to perform, that I am not able to perform. So, a negotiable instrument can be dishonored either by non-acceptance or by non-payment. These are the only two ways to get a negotiable instrument dishonored. So, a check and a promissory note can only be dishonored by non-payment. That means a bill of exchange can dishonored by either of the two ways, means by non-acceptance or by the non-payment, but a check or promissory note can be dishonored only by the non-payment, because in case of check and promissory note, acceptance is not necessary. So let's discuss in detail. First one is dishonor by non-acceptance. Section 91 explains that if the bill of exchange was presented for acceptance and it is not the bill is not accepted within 48 hours, so it would get dishonor. If the drawee is a fictitious person, it would get dishonor. And if the drawee is incompetent to contract, we have already discussed the person who are incompetent to contract are the party of the negotiable instrument, it would get dishonor. And when the bill is accepted with a qualified acceptance, it should be general or absolute acceptance, but if it is a qualified acceptance, even then it would be dishonored. When the drawee has either become insolvent or is dead, or when the presentment for acceptance is excused and bill is not accepted. So in all these cases, the bill is not accepted. This dishonor by non-acceptance is applicable only on bill of exchange, not on a promissory note and on the checks. Second is dishonor by non-payment, covered under section 92 of Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. So this is possible in case of bill of exchange, or in case of promissory note, or in case of checks. So if the acceptor fails to make payment when it was due, a due date was there, the party has failed to perform. So this is called as dishonor by non-payment. And in case of promissory note, if the maker fails to make payment on the due date, check is dishonored as soon as the banker refuses to pay. Banker may refuse to pay due to the lack of funds, due to the notice not to pay, or due to some other instructions, or due to their own negligence. So the reason may be any, but any kind of the refusal from the banker side would make a check dishonored. And what would be the effect of dishonor? The other parties there too can be charged with the liability. For example, if the acceptor of a bill dishonors the bill, the holder may bring an action against the drawer and the endorsers.